Flight simming in Microsoft Flight Simulator is getting more expensive, and it's not just about the add-ons. We are lucky. MSFS 2024 looks incredible. The physics are greatly improved and the add-ons keep getting better. But the real cost of flying in this sim isn't just about the base software, it's everything that comes after. Add-ons are more expensive, PC hardware upgrades keep rising, controllers, head trackers, VR and peripherals add more cost. Many new flight simmers are feeling priced out of this amazing hobby. Now, this isn't a complaint and it's not aimed at developers. I'm talking about the combined pressures of the cost of living along with maintaining this hobby in MSFS 24, financially and technically. It's no longer just about buying new aircraft and scenery. It's about whether your system can run all of this properly and whether we can afford to keep upgrading our systems to support it. Add-ons have always been a part of flight simulation. Aircraft, scenery and utilities. In MSFS 24, high prices are becoming the default along with the influx of low-quality add-ons and multiple utilities for weather, graphics, menus, traffic, etc. Aircraft that used to sit in the £40 range now sit in the £50 to £80 range or more. Individually that may be fine, but collectively it adds up fast. To be fair, developers aren't just charging more for the fun of it. Aircraft are more complex, system depth is greater, visual fidelity expectations are higher, and long-term support across constant sim updates are now expected at little to no extra cost. And it takes years to create these add-ons by a team of people often doing this part-time. But here's the part that rarely gets discussed. Is pushing prices higher actually the smartest long-term move, especially now economies are struggling and the cost of living is soaring? MSFS 2020 brought millions of new flight sims into the market. A wider audience should mean more opportunities for volume-based sales. A lower-priced add-on bought by many more flight simmers should outperform a current premium add-on bought by less. This gap has now been filled by much lower quality add-ons. Why isn't Microsoft and Asobo protecting us from these poor quality products that aren't fit for purpose? Volume sales keeps the ecosystem active and safe. High prices narrow it and allow people to scam us. Now let's look at a major limiting factor, PC hardware. MSFS 2024 doesn't just demand better add-ons, but better systems. The cost of RAM has increased dramatically due to the growth of AI and companies buying it all. GPUs are now ridiculously expensive and limited in availability. The sim also demands greater CPU and storage usage, meaning we have to upgrade to keep up. For many flight sim enthusiasts, upgrading from 32GB to 64GB of RAM, or upgrading a system from DDR4 to DDR5, isn't a feasible option anymore, but is necessary to keep up with the software demands. There are also demands for higher power usage, the ability to run frame generation. This reality means fewer can upgrade every other year. This together is where the real problems emerge. When costs of maintaining a hobby keep getting more expensive, the combined cost halts entry to the hobby and sustaining it as costs become overwhelming. This then leads to a piracy market, exploitation, and a stagnant market that soon starts to decline. Many simmers delay upgrades, stop buying as many add-ons, spread their purchases over a longer time, and some quietly withdraw their participation altogether. Are we now seeing the start of fatigue, not just financially, but psychologically? New simmers will see a sim that looks incredible. but after taking the plunge, realise that it's going to cost a fortune to realise their ambitions of smooth, high-end graphics with a catalogue of realistic aircraft. Veterans are already selective, cautious and hesitant about buying decisions. If Microsoft Flight Simulator is going to be a long-term platform, accessibility has to be a big part of the equation. We need some quality assurance in the marketplace and have a platform good for older and newer hardware configurations. That doesn't mean lowering standards. It means we have to be realistic about what the average simmer can afford, both in hardware and software, encouraging volume sales and being accessible. Yes, Microsoft are attempting to mitigate some of this by delivering the sim for Xbox and PS5 users whilst optimizing the sim, but this also has its challenges for more advanced add-ons. PC users are now struggling with upgrading. Quality has to be paid for, no question, but when higher add-on prices collide with higher hardware costs, the risk is to shrink or stagnate the community rather than growing it and increasing volume sales, which would increase incomes for developers. Subscriptions don't appear to be the answer either. Flight simulation is at its best when as many as possible can participate, not fewer. And as buyers, we need to be protected from being exploited when looking for lower cost add-ons. We need to be able to have trust in what purchases we make. Transparency is most important here. So I'm curious, what's holding you back right now? Are you struggling with buying add-ons, new hardware or anything else? How hesitant are you to buy from the marketplace? Do you participate less or more? Let me know in the comments what your experiences and thoughts are. And if you like this content, do consider subscribing. Take care and happy landings.